Hey everybody, welcome to AXION Token Channel. And man, oh man, did we have a lot of fun today. And if you're a new AXION investor, man, oh man, the price looks pretty good. We're going to get a lot into that today, so hold on to your hats because it's going to be pretty awesome. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this. We're also going to deep dive into what's been going on amongst the big whales in AXION. And of course, there's another surprise drama that's come up too. So we're going to talk about that. It's going to be lots of fun. And of course, a drama gives opportunity. Opportunity is good. If you are after opportunity, that's what you're trying to see. So pretty cool. We're also going to get into, obviously, AXION, and then we're going to move into Legion, which is being pledged at the moment of the IDO. And, of course, then we're going to get into Warp and give an update of what's happening on Warp. So it's going to be a pretty good all-round touch base. But most of the drama is going to be in AXION. I've got a poll up at the moment, so let's check that and make sure that's all up and running. That make sure the audio is going good. Let me just check that. And audio seems to be okay. Let me just post that up. And we've got the poll at the moment. Will you be buying? So will you be buying AXION, Warp, Legion, which is via pledge at the moment, or all of the above? Will you be getting involved in all of the above? I know many people have got involved in all of the above. So let us know what your vote is on that poll. We're at the end of the live stream. It's going to be pretty interesting. Don't forget to get in the chat, of course, and say hello. We love a good, vibrant chat. Let us know any insights that you may have picked up as well. The other thing, of course, is don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. All right, there we are, folks. Let's get straight into it. Here we are with the AXION chart. We're going to zoom in at the moment. Of course, we've got a big red candle. We're hoping to actually get an uptrend and break the downtrend once and for all. We had to hit quadruple 05 to start that process. As you can see, quadruple 05 has these lines here with resistance and support. So we had to kind of hit those. At the moment, of course, we've hit a local all-time low at the moment. So here we are. We've got the quadruple 3267 at the moment. We were down as low as quadruple 3107. What drove that, of course? Whale. Number 3, liquid whale. Was actually number 2. It's now number 3, liquid whale, and we'll talk about that in this after we talk about this number 3. It has actually shifted down to number 4. We're going to check out the rankings. Let us go and put context about what's going on here. So here is AXION on Polygon scan. We can see the holders here. We've got the dead address. That's where the AXION burns AXION and buys it off the market and burns it. So at the moment, that's almost at 37 billion AXION in there. That's going to plan. 35.5% of liquid AXION's now in there. That is awesome. That is just ticking away. And of course, we love that. We put on the burn, baby, burn every day for the burn of AXION. The next one, of course, is a AXION dev team wallet there. That's actually shrunken. It's gone below 10 billion, now at 8.8 billion. So something's definitely happened in that. And of course, now we've got this new stake come out. This was the surprise that no one's been talking about this. This just came out in the last 30 minutes, folks, out of a stake. It had been in that stake for 366 days, 3 billion AXION. And of course, it's just come out here. Look at this. Look at this. This wallet has just come out. It has taken #1 spot amongst the liquid whales. Then we come down, of course, to liquid whale number 2 and number 3. Now, I'm not sure if any of these are particularly the dev team wallets because this is the contract for SushiSwap. And I think one of these two may be a dev team wallet. I can't remember. I used to keep track of these a little bit loose on that, but could probably easily check up one of those. But here we are down here, number 7, which I have as number 4 at the moment. It was number 3. And of course, it sold 300 million AXION today. It had 1.6 million there. It's down to 1.3 million. And this is the address here that is gone. So it's gone from number 3 to number 4. That was the big drama. And how did it do it? It did by selling 10 million lots of AXION time and time again. I think it did something like maybe 30 of them, 30 transactions. It was pretty interesting to watch from. We were in Discord and we were watching this, and it was pretty a big deal there. So you can actually see that on the wallet. So that's what they're actually a long-term holder. So they've obviously got reasons to sell. That's just the way they're going at the moment, and have they did sell some some AXION, I should say, about a month ago. So they have got slowly decelerating out from the looks of it. So that's what's going on there. So let's go into the chart here. We're going to pull out. So this explains the red candle. We've had a bit of buying back, though. We're back up to quadruple 3267. We were at quadruple 3107. That means that gives a buying opportunity for new investors. New investors love getting in for a cheaper price. So it really is a big opportunity. On the longer scale, of course, we've still got to have a bigger fight back to get to quadruple 05 and start turning the chart around into an uptrend. that's what we want to do. So we've got to turn it around into an uptrend. So we've got a bit more work to do. And there's lots of things coming up for AXION, of course, and we'll talk about that later in terms of the fundamentals. So that's what's happening at the moment. Let's jump into let's jump out of here and into the actual trades that we've had today. We're going to scroll all the way back here so that you can actually see the trades. We're going to go right back to the beginning to try and find the first trade. As we scroll back, there's a lot of them, folks. So we're just going to go through them quickly. So here's the first trade, I think. This one here. So it started off 11 hours ago. So this is started 9 hours ago, folks. 9 hours ago. And of course, the first 10 million hit from this wallet. And let me just I don't want to go to the address there, but you can, let's actually go to the ERC20s on this. We're going to go to the Hex there. Sorry, the AXION, I should say. Got to stop saying that. We'll go to the AXION here. And of course, you can see all the sales in one go. So all these sales happened over the last 9 to 7 hours. And then it stopped up here. 300 million AXION sold, still 1.3 billion. This is a big whale, number 3. So pretty interesting there. Let us jump out of there, of course. We can actually see a summary just by clicking on one of these wallets, but you can see that they kept doing 10 million sales. We can see that all the way, 10 million, 20 million, heaps of them, 30 of them by my accounts, and away they went. So there was lots of them. I think the last one was this one here. And let's have a look on this, and we can see the total here. So this is all the transactions they did, and you can see that here. All the 10 million, 300 million, folks. And, of course, they were sales. They ended up with 3.26 Ethereum out of that. And, of course, that was the total that they sold. Then they stopped. They just stopped. Last time I think they did about 90 million. And that was about a month ago. So there we are. All right, so that's the bit of the drama there in the price that explains it. But it obviously gives the buyers an opportunity for buyers to get a cheaper price. And that's always good, right, for new investors. So cool. There we are. So that's where we're at the moment. So this whale fell from number 4 to number 3 in the total rankings there. But of course, just in the last half an hour, this whale has just come out of a stake after 366 days, 3 billion AXION. So another wallet comes in. Let's see what they do, whether they restake, what they do. It was going to be interesting to see that play out. But let's have a look at the whole history of AXION. This is from Ethereum onto Polygon, and we can actually see the whole chart here on CoinGecko. We can see all the different happenings as we go through. And this is where we are today. We're still, based on this chart, we're still 18x or 1800% off the all-time low, which was quintuple 5. I'm not sure how to say that. So 5 zeros and then 171. So we're still 18x above that based on this chart. And we're at 95% below the all-time high. So lots of upside there for new investors. All right, so that's where at the moment, of course, I'm just absorbing the whales as we move forward, and sometimes whales have their own reasons for deciding to DCAing out, so that's just the way it goes. Let us jump on to, I think we're going to go to, that's where we're going to go to AXION today. We can actually see the 2 accounts. So this is the account that was selling down the 300 million. You can see that they've got 1.3 billion AXION left, and they also have 1.7 billion staked. So this is not a small whale by any accounts. This is a pretty big whale OG from looks of it, so pretty cool. And of course, they've got 0.7% of all AXION shares. So when you stake AXION, you get shares. They've got 0.7% of all AXION shares, and that excludes the liquid AXION that they've got. So a big player in the AXION ecosystem. And I would say a very good player over most of the period of time. Obviously, sometimes whales have to sell. They have their own reasons. And of course, that appears to be the case here. All right, so that's what we've got at the moment. And let's jump over to the second wallet. This is the wallet that just came out just in the last half hour. And this is hot off the press, folks. So 3 billion liquid just came off. Now, I think we can go to the portfolio here. And we can actually see, no, not that one. Let's go to the portfolio. And we can actually see that this one here has pretty much, I've only got 2.5 million stakes. So 3 billion is what they got just come out. And we can go scroll down here. We can actually see that this 2 billion just came out here. And here we are. So they had 2.2 billion come out. And after 366 days, they actually went in on January the 27th, 21. And it's just come out now, 28th of January. Well, it's just come out here anyway. So they've just popped out and it's popped into the chat there. So pretty interesting stuff. All right, so cool on that one. Let us jump away from all the action. That was the whale drama today. Obviously, whale dramas always provide people, smaller fish, that is, smaller investors or new investors, a cheaper price to get in. And the timing is always key, right? Getting that cheaper time always helps with the upside. So nice on that. So that's the price at the moment. Let's have a look at where we're at. So we're going to pull that up, and we're going to full screen on that one. We've got total liquidity, 188,000 US dollars in liquidity. Daily volume today jumped up, obviously, with the whale, $17.2 thousand. We've got 30 ETH in the pool, and of course we've got 2.88 billion in the pool. Obviously filled up with a bit of that whales AXION, but of course we've had some buys since then, and that's where we're at the moment. So 1 ETH at the moment will buy 96 million AXION. Of course, you even get a better deal inside the AXION accelerator, and we're going to talk about that soon too. So it is pretty good for new investors because the rates are looking pretty spectacular. And of course, when whales go out or OGs go out, it offers new investors a chance to pick up nice bags and enjoy the ride in the future. Pretty cool. All right, so that's what's going on at the moment. Of course, we do want to get back up here. We want to get this yellow line at some stage. And of course, looks like we're now going to have to translate that over to the right and then keep our targets moving forward to get that. And so we're going to have to wait for that and wait for that move up. That's what we want to see. So that's the goal. There's lots of things coming. We're going to talk about some of that shortly. So that's pretty much the whales and the AXION price at the moment. Let us jump over to the AXION Today platform. No, we're going to go to the AXION website. This is some of the cool news. So we're going to get into this pretty shortly. Solix says, hi all. We're just going to answer the chat before we move on to the next topic. Solix says, hi. Hey, yeah, says Prana. Hey, Prana, good to see you. Oblio Stones in the house. Big clap. And I saw, says Oblio, yeah, it was pretty big deal. John Atkins in the house. Big AXION Token channel member supporter. Whoop, whoop. And morning, Superman, everybody. And always great to see John in the chat there. Oblio says, I saw the 10 million sell intervals, and I'm just here hodling, says Oblio. Absolutely. And light mode. Yeah. And we got BE in the house. Got to go to bed tonight. Just dropping in. Great content. Shaking those weak hands out. That's the way to go. And, of course, sometimes people, they're in a project for 18 months, 12 months, and, they decide to move on. This just happens too, right? So, to be fair, the big whale has participated in a lot of AXION's ecosystem, including launch partners. So, very, very cool. Solix says, I wish I could have more to invest. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people out there like that, Solix, thinking about that too. But here we are. So we've talked about the whales, and of course, there's a buying opportunity whenever the price goes down. And I haven't quite finished that because I just want to talk about the hourly chart. So we'll just quickly go hourly, and then we'll jump back there. So you can see that we actually are getting a little bit of buying coming in, a couple of green candles in here as well. We'll look to see whether we get a big move up at some stage by somebody going and buying. I have had word on the street there is a couple of buyers that wanting to pick up quite reasonable amounts of AXION. Obviously, that is, I can't confirm that to you, but have been told on the side about that. But once again, not investment advice. All right, so let's jump over to the AXION website here. We've got the homepage, and man, oh man, it's been updated. So we had 12 items on the that were going to be delivered by the AXION team in the near future, and of course, this is one of them. And this is huge. This is amazing. Hats off to Pullen, the AXION marketing director. What an incredible job he has done on this. And of course, it just is brilliant. Look at this stuff. So this is the AXION website refresh, and it looks amazing. I think it's the best website in crypto that I'm aware of. It is looking absolutely stunning. So you got AXION here. Welcome to the world's best staking ecosystem. High APR, daily wrap Bitcoin dividends, exclusive airdrop pre-sales, and much more. Get started. So that's pretty cool. We've got highly secure, full control, 24/7 support, and of course, how much you earn. We've got this cool cake. Look at that. Look how that moves around. That's so cool on that. Look at that. Comes from the past and the future there. And of course, you can change around, interact with this. It's pretty awesome. And of course, it's got good more information on there. It's got more detail than the previous calculator had. Looks pretty cool on that. So look at that. That is really neat. And of course, you can move around the values there with the price, so you can change that around. Very nice on that. So that's looking pretty good. You can get a quote also how to buy. Earn potential. Look at this. Comes in with this with the collider. So we've got the main product, of course, the AXION accelerator, which we get all the bonuses when you buy and stake. And of course, then we've got the collider. This is a chance for a bonus investment, which is pretty nice to have that as well. And that's looking really good. So launch the collider. You can go straight to there. Look at all the numbers there, of course. Look at this, all interacting. Love that. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. That is really good. So I really am super impressed and very cool. You know me, if I'm not impressed, I normally say so. So there we are. But look at this. And you got the total secure investment. Look at that moving around. I love it. And look at this, the rocket as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. And we've got this dynamics as well. Let's go back here. Look at this. Oh, look at that. That is cool, cool, cool. And hats off, man. This is the best crypto website I have seen. And I've seen many, many, many. And I'm sure you guys have too. And this is looking beautiful. So this is all about onboarding new investors. And I think it does a beautiful job. And it's full of chock full of good, simple information that people can relate to. And of course, you got little interactions here on this as well. That's pretty neat. And of course, the launch pad. So very nice there. So it's got all the three big things. It's got the accelerator where you buy and stake. It's got the bonus investment potential in Collider, and then of course it's got the launch pad as well. So these are the three big value items, and I think that looks pretty amazing. So nice. Then it's got AXION in the news, powered by the community. Look at that, beautiful stuff. Join the Discord. Obviously, get part of the community, and from the blogs, it's got the blogs there as well. Man, it's got the latest launch pad there. Of course, you can hit, and then all the details at the bottom here. This looks magnificent. So hats off to Pullum. This is really, really beautiful stuff. I might do a video just on this by itself because this is really, really cool. We've also got the how to buy page. Let's have a look at that. So welcome to AXION, how to buy. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this. Really, really nice. How to buy. Step 1, nice, easy. MetaMask. Step 2, Matic. Step 3, Sushi Swap, AXION Accelerator. You got choice to buy on the market or get all the bonuses on the accelerator. And then step 4, get staked to put your money to work. Awesome stuff there. And of course, you got the benefits here. AXION 8%, Wrap Bitcoin does launches, and obviously security as well. So nice. That is top notch. Very, very cool. This is looking good. We've got separate out the products, the accelerator, looking really nice in here. So that's looking pretty good. That kind of led the way with some of the branding here. So looking good on that. Love it. It's got the old calculator on there. So cool. And that's looking really nice. And we've got the Collider website. Let's go to that. We've got the Collider with the NFT. That's interactive too. And I love this video. Interactive really just brings it. People are so visual. So it's great to have the visual aspect there. And I think this particular page probably will get revamped again. I don't think it's got the latest branding on that, but pretty cool. We've got the news with all items, blogs, update, votes, partnerships on there. And that's looked pretty good. Let's go hit that page and see what's happening on there. Yeah, that's got the old site, but it still looks pretty good, doesn't it? I think Pullum's going to be doing every single page. So looking good on there. We've got the launch pad, of course. Let's go to that. And oh, look at this. Look at the rocket moving around. That's cool. And then, of course, the stuff here. But I do look at the rocket coming up there. Nice. But this will probably get refreshed too with the same branding as the front page. Looks amazing as it is, though. Very nice. Obviously, you can hit the AXION portal, hit the support button. We don't have any top ladder there with the socials now. The socials all at the bottom. Once you get to the bottom here, that's where the socials are now. And they're much bigger to see. So very, very cool. Obviously, if you're new to AXION, of course, go through this website, learn it upside down before you investment. Always do your investment due diligence. And, of course, if you had any questions, get into Discord or Telegram. But you can join any of these social media for sure. It is very, very cool. All right, so that is the website. That is delivered. And, of course, there are a few pages to do. But, man, what a great start with the homepage as you just hit on there. Very, very nice. All right, the links to this are in the video description. If you want to check out AXION in detail, beautiful stuff. Let's jump over to the AXION launch page at the moment. So we're going to go to the accelerator. And obviously, this is where you buy and stake. So I'm not going to go through this today because I've got a lot of videos on this. This is where you buy and stake, folks. We start off with 375 million. We're at 342 million at the moment. 8% has been sold so far. And then, of course, at the bottom here, 35.7 million AXION's been sold. AXION burned to 17.7 million. And, of course, 55% of what gets invested goes to buy AXION on the market and burns it. And then a BTC paid out $309. But got to take into account we're only 9% sold at the moment. So plenty of bonuses left in there for you if you want to invest and stake, which is pretty cool. All you have to do is select your token. And then, of course, put the amount you want to spend in, and then put in the period that you want to use stake for. Those are the three things. And, of course, you get 4 different benefits in here. The accelerated bonus, the big payday bonus, the Collider particle NFT could give you a bonus investment. At the moment, the maximum price there is $1,620. And, of course, wrap Bitcoin dividends. Beautiful. Once you've staked, of course, it will show up on the stake page. Your NFT that you get out of as a bonus for the particle Collider will show up here. You can either sell that or on OpenSea or just use it, or you can just hold it and speculate on AXION's price. Or you can go and use it in the particles here. Just pop it in here. You get to impact the benefit by staking longer. Engage the Collider. You got 4% chance of winning, potentially 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, or 10 times your original investment that you made. Very, very cool. On the stake page, of course, you'll have your value of your portfolio. You'll have your shares. When you stake AXION, you swap it over for shares. You'll have your shares there. And then at the bottom here, you'll have your wrapped Bitcoin dividends. You could be able to withdraw those at any time and reinvest them in the accelerator. And of course, you'll have your original stake that you invested, plus if you won a Collider stake at the bottom here, so you could have 1 or 2 stakes down there to start your way off. Obviously, you can go in as many times as you want, and you can set up a staking ladder. And that's a good way of doing it too. So pretty cool. Those are the 4 main pages, folks: Collider, accelerator, Collider, stake, and NFTs. Then on top of that, of course, you get, as a staker in AXION, typically if you're 1 year or longer, you get access to the launch pad with all the new projects coming through there. And the team, I understand, is targeting at about 2 a month up to 24. So that's pretty exciting. And it will give you a lot of opportunities, early access to IDOs, new projects, and stuff like that. So let's check out what's at the moment. Obviously, we've got Legion out at the moment. And, of course, there's an IDO, $200,000 total value, 1 day and 10 hours left for that to go. So let's see how we're going there. If we're going to hit that, you can actually jump over to the AXION launch page. That will have the link there. It'll give you all the details about this IDO. And of course, there's a bonding curve in there. So about 16% per month. Just take that into account. You don't get all the tokens at once. And then, of course, you get the allocation here. If you have got 5 million AXION stake for 350 days, you can get $250 worth of LGX tokens. That is the token for Legion. And of course, if you're max stake for 15.2 years, 5,505 days, you can get $500. Some people also have the OG Polygon and OG 5555 NFTs. If you've got those NFTs, you can get $500 more. So you could get somewhere between $500 and $1,500 you could actually pledge up to. And of course, that is part of, there's only 200,000, so it's first in, first served. Very cool. Just hit the pledge button, and that will take you over to the pledge button over here, which we're going to hit. We can see that, where's it up to at the moment? So $45,890 has been pledged so far for the AXION pledge out of 200,000, and that's sitting at 23%. So last time I checked yesterday, I think that was at 17% yesterday. That's now 23%, if I'm correct. So very, very cool. Now, the IDO price is 7.5 cents. The public price, I think when it launches on the 3rd of March, is going to be 15 cents. So you're getting half price on that. So that's a pretty good upside. We understand that there's over 200 million app downloads. I haven't seen confirmation of that statistic, but that's what they say. So you definitely, if you're going to invest, you want to confirm some of the stats. But if it's 2 million, that's pretty amazing in a short space of time. But very, very cool. Let's have a look here. So that's pretty much it. So definitely do your due diligence before investing. But that's the kind of opportunities that AXION brings to people. Before that, of course, we had the Warp project, which I'm going to update in a second. And of course, before that, we had the Luxy NFT platform as well, which has got news coming up too as they launch their platform. So pretty nice on that. So lots of great opportunities through AXION as a staker. These are for stakers exclusive value. So you earn AXION, you earn wrapped Bitcoin dividends, and on top of that, you have opportunities to get some really good projects, get in early and get the upside for those. Obviously, you have to contribute capital to that, but you do get the upside potentials for those as well. So you need to do your own investment due diligence, but pretty cool. So that's the overall. Let's go to the dashboard. Dashboard is where you get the overall of AXION, and we can see the total supply is 335 billion. 25% is circulating. Obviously, with that whale coming out, that's just jumped up here a bit. So it's at 84 billion, and the total staked amount is 75. 75% is staked. That's 251 billion. And of course, of that 75, 49% is staked for 15.2 years, 5,505 days, with an average staking length of 8 years. I wonder if that's probably changed a little bit, possibly with the big whale coming out, but that's the last number we had, and that's 163.6 billion is staked for that long. Here's my favorite part, of course, the burn, baby, burn. Obviously, I better get ready because it's going to be a lot of fun. But this is what we're going to look at is the burn, baby, burn. Before we get to that, let's go to the chat and see how everybody's getting on. We've got Oblo says how much sold in total. So it was 300 million, and yep, the Solex is on to that one. Thanks. Nicholas is in the house. Such a great opportunity today. This buy entry is easy 150x thanks to Wales. A nice one, Nicholas. Yeah, definitely. New investors love this price. It's going to be interesting to see who picks this opportunity up for AXION. Solex says next year would be great if the community can sponsor a car for Daytona 500. Well, some of them might be able to do that with some of their other investments there, Solex. But definitely that would be pretty cool too for AXION to be able to do that. Is AXION Stats website under upgrades? Yeah, so there's AXION Stats. You have to ask Green Guy for that. He does the AXION Stats website. And I don't think he needs to update that. But we do have the AXION Today dashboard, and that is last time I checked, those are all correct numbers, but some of the definitions can be different. That's the other thing I would say. Nicholas says, need we market cap of $500 million to make life-changing money a few years from now? Mind-blowing price point entry at the moment. Yeah, consistency is always key. Every project will have its own journey. And of course, it's all about having more buyers than sellers in every project, no matter what project it is. And that's what we're focused on is, obviously marketing and promotion. So there we are. Slash's a max amount to buy now is 8K. It has been up, says Slash. Oh, really? Okay, so the 8K has been up. So thanks for that, Slash. If you want to get into the Legion pledge, it is 8,000. So that's pretty cool. Nicholas says, on my AXION today, I got my wallet pals some penalties. This is possible. Yeah, penalties are back in for stakes if they've matured. You get 2 weeks grace period. I think it's a 1% penalty after that. So if you had not grabbed that stake out, you would have been accruing penalties after 2 weeks. So maybe that's what you're talking about there, Nicholas. All right, so cool. Let's check out the burn. We've got Oblio in the house. We're going to do burn, baby, burn. And of course, did I do it yesterday? No, I didn't. So I think we've got 2 days to report. Let's get into that. Looking good. If you're new to the channel, of course, don't forget to subscribe and definitely like, hit the bell, and share. That'd be very helpful. And of course, if you leave a comment, I will respond to all comments as well. All right, so 2 days ago and 1 day ago, I think was the numbers here. So 15 million, 15, what's that, 35. So we'll make that 50 mil. 50 mil seems good to me. Let us take a copy of this as well. Bam, we're going to do burn, baby, burn. Now it's my favorite bit, to be honest. I love doing burn, baby, burn. And of course, we're going to go into the AXION general chat there and burn. I've got to go back here. Burn, baby, burn. All right. What did I say? 50 mil. 50 mil. AXION. Total. Burn. Now. AXION. There we are. Looking good. All right. Ready, Oblio? On your marks. Get set and go. Got to get the fire in there. And where's my fire gone? Bam. I got it. Whew. Yes. I did it. I've got a bit Oblio on that one. Very nice indeed. Oblio's got the burn though. Got the emoji. So there we are. Well done. I feel like a champ having got that. Very, very cool. I'm going to put my own fire gift too. This is the way it goes. And I'm going to post some of that. So fire. I've done that one, I think. Done that one. We've got the emojis there. What else we got going? We'll put the girl with the fire emojis. That's pretty cool. So looking good there, folks. Fire, and we've got the things. Get in there and like those emojis. That's just the way we go. And of course, we're going to do the old love there. Nice one. Because we've got the fireballs in the hand, so to speak. All right, could go either way, that one. All right, so cool. Let's jump out there. So that is the end results, folks. Very, very cool. And let's jump back out. I think I've gone to this page. Which page have we got to? I've done the website there. Let us go into AXION. I've done the debt address. We've done that. So we'll definitely close out these things. Bam. And of course, covered that. I'm going to get out of that. And let's go to, I think we're up to Warp. Are we up to Warp? So it turns out that now $8,000 is the max. So not $1,500. You can get up to $8,000. So just check your wallet. Hook up your wallet and see what you can get for Legion. If that is the case. But first of all, make sure you do investment due diligence. It's you've really got to know what you're investing in. So do make sure you have asked questions, thoroughly investigate. All right, so cool. Let us jump over to Warp, and we're going to jump around here. We're going to jump to Warp here. Actually, there's a Legion here on Discord, so you can hit up the announcements here on a Discord for Legion. So check that out. That's probably a good place to get in there, and of course, ask questions. I think there's a general chat here somewhere. Yeah, general chat at the top there. You can get in there in general chat and talk about stuff. There's a lot of people in there, so there's a lot of stuff going on because people are downloading the app, as I understand, or something like that. So lots of people in there for sure. We're going to jump over to Warp now and jump over to here. And of course, we're in the general chat here too. Lots of people in here. And of course, you can see all the stuff that's happening. We're going to check out the latest announcement though, because we want to look at what's actually happened since we last did a live stream about Warp. So we're going to go back up here. Here he is. Here's the big announcement. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, the Galactic Shipyard is here. Browse, buy, sell, and manage your starships and starship parts within the Warp app. So before they had OpenSea, which I believe is still there, you can buy and sell stuff on OpenSea, either ships or parts, including fuel. But here they've launched their own trading page in the app. So we're going to check that out. So this is from Call Me Jace, Joel. Greening Captains, the Warp Starship Control Interface version 021 is now live, bringing with it some performance improvements, features like the image preview zoom, as well as the new Galactic Shipyard. Now you'll be able to view and list your starships and starship parts for sale directly from within the Warp. That's pretty cool. That's the Warp app, or Warp app. We're including some very handy search tools for you to help you quickly and easily browse important information like strength, speed, current planet, price, class, and brand archetype. Now remember, there's 10 different type of ships, so take them into account. For finding all these exclusive one-to-one ships, as well as future searchable terms like damage and stars, or stars 1 for our upcoming starship battles. So that's pretty neat. So those two there for the upcoming starship battles, very nice. Not only is this an easier and more convenient way to access the secondary market, but it also opens up huge opportunities for Warp to integrate into other chains, folks. Other chains, multi-chain. That's a big int there. And do not have dormant marketplace like OpenSea. Very cool. Most exciting announcements about that particular aspect to come. Just to get started, of course, select the Shipyard tab, now available on the Warp dashboard. You may need to perform a hard refresh if you do not see the tab appear. Please note you must relist any starships and parts you have on OpenSea in the new marketplace. They do not carry over. Want to jump to speed on the Galactic Shipyard? Jump to another exciting video tutorial on the Warp Navigator series, where we break down all components of the new marketplace. So the video is here for that. So if you want to watch that, I'll post that in the chat there as well. Bam. All right, so that's the chat. That's the video there. Slash says AXION today penalties are wrong unless it's been fixed, and it doesn't look like it's been fixed. Says Slash. So nice. Thanks very much, Slash, for giving us that info. And obviously said smashed it. Yeah, that's it. And Nicholas says, is the real AXION inventor a big mystery? I think so, Nicholas. I think that's a mystery to most people. Probably some people on the team know who that is, possibly, but the rest of us do not. Slash is a big something. Mystery isn't the word. That's true, Slash. I agree with Slash on that one. All right, so there is the thing. Let's go check on Warp app there. So this is the Warp website. We're going to click on the Warp app. We're going to jump over to Warp here. And here we are on the shipyard. This is new, folks. Very cool. So we've got all the ships here. You can filter by the archetype. That's the ship type. There are 10 ships in the first season. Javelin, Starhammer, etc. All these different types there. We can just close that just by clicking on it. Pretty usable. We've got the brand, of course. All the different partners ships here. Amazing. All the partners here. Very nice. We've got AXION too. We can actually just filter by AXION. And that's pretty cool. There we are. 3 AXION ships passed on there with the AXION branding. I love that. Look at that. Nice with the AXION. Look, you can zoom on there with the mouse. Look at that. Got the AXION there. I can actually see Prana or somebody in that ship. That looks pretty amazing there. Maybe it's Crypto Casino. Who knows? But or maybe it's even somewhere we know. That's pretty neat. So you can actually do that. We can actually click to go back. Now, all these ships on this platform are in DAI. I think you can use a couple of other tokens on OpenSea, but DAI is the currency here, and of course is the main currency on Warp here. You got the planet, of course. You can select by Earth, Proxima B, or Medius. We click Medius. It's going to come up there. So got all the planets. This is the latest planet. It's got all the different ships on there at the moment. So you can, if you want to go buy some, definitely check this out. You might want to compare it to OpenSea though, just to make sure you get the best deal. Just remember, just because this is the new market and it looks amazing, you're always trying to chase the best deal. And now you have 2 marketplaces. Now you have 2 marketplaces you can actually look for. Very cool. But this is beautiful. These guys have done a wonderful job of putting this marketplace together on here. You got the fuel, of course. You can just use the scroll bar. That's awesome. And then, of course, go down there. You've also got the speed. You can change the speed around as well. And, of course, the strength to look for ships. And it will filter the list there. So there's no ships there in this range, but that's pretty nice. Well, of course, there's not just ships. There's also parts. Maybe you're after some parts. And, of course, here it is, fuel parts, bridges, all that sort of stuff. And you can actually just filter that out by the engine. Let's look at engines. It's going to pull up engines. And, of course, we want strength. Let's say we want strength over to maybe below 2,500, something like that. Then it's going to suddenly change that. There are strength 5,000. So it's actually, I think it's over 5,000. So that's the way it goes. So if we actually pull this back, it works the other way around. So let's go to 500. So we've got anything over 500. Yeah, 502, 1952. This is actually really good. It's actually a lot easier than OpenSea because you can see it straight away. So they've done this very nice with the visuals. It's so easy to see the ship part. Really is good. What an awesome job they've done with this the Galaxy Shipyard. Really is a great job. You can actually change the format too from pictures here or to what do they call this page? I just forgot. You see this all the time in Windows, but yeah, you got the ships there, pictures, and you've got the line items. Man, I should know this, but I've forgotten what this view is called. But anyway, you've got 2 views, and of course you can refresh as well. Maybe someone just listed a ship, you can refresh that. Then you got manager, of course. You can actually create a listing, so you can sell a ship or a part, and you can actually select part there or ship, and it will toggle everything. Ship to list there, and of course the price. You can set the price and die. Maybe I'm going to set it at 5,000 die. That's $5,000, and of course, it's got the service fee there, 0. Warp royalty, 10%. Remember, that's to help cash flow, the sustainability of the project, and expansion of the project. So pretty cool. You got the after sale, 4,500 die there. You got the approved listing. So it just depends what you want to do. And you got your listings on here. So it gives you a view of that. You can also change that over to parts if you've got parts there. So nice. So very cool, very easy. You can select the part as well. If you had parts there, cool. This is just a demo account, so I haven't got those in play. So that's really awesome. That is the latest, greatest stuff coming out of Warp there. And of course, let's got the second announcement. There was a second announcement. So come out, hang out with the Warp devs this Thursday at 1900 UTC on the Warp YouTube channel. So go do that. Fellow captains, and this is from Dead Poet. Fellow captains, come join the Warp team on our first ever YouTube live stream. And that's awesome. So if you haven't gone to Warp YouTube, they've got their own channel for Warp Bonds. So definitely go subscribe to there. Come join the Warp team on our first ever YouTube live stream. We'll be talking about Warp, our expansion plans, and how we're transitioning into a full GameFi protocol. So GameFi, remember, is gaming and decentralized finance mixed together. You got GameFi, pretty cool. Some people might even call it metaverse, depending on how loose you use your language. But there we are. So with Starship Battles just around the corner, as well as Season 2 on the horizon, the team will be talking about Starship Battles, changes to the ecosystem, and upcoming expansions into the multiverse. So if you've been playing, this is a very important live stream to watch. We can't promise that there won't be any leaks. So it looks like there's going to be some leaks. But they said they can't promise it. But no doubt there's going to be some leaks there. So definitely going to be good. For your information, we have regular Hangouts on Wednesday. But just for this week, it will be Thursday. So it looks like Warp YouTube is going to be growing fast. And, of course, they're going to be having live streams. I think that's a good move by the team. See you guys this Thursday at 1900 UTC. It will be a fun event. You don't want to miss this. So this is going to come up in the next, 36 hours or something like that. So definitely hold that onto your calendar. In the meantime, please head over to our channel and click the subscribe button. This is the way you'll be notified. So I'm going to post that in the chat if you want to go and sub to Warp. You can sub to Warp here. Bam, this is the Warp YouTube. If you want to go add that to your subs there, go hit that. Very cool. Let me just jump up the top here. I think I'm a little bit behind here. Let's get into some of the comments here. We've got CC in our Crypto Casino. Hey, welcome. Popped in morning, all at work. Hey, Crypto Casino, enjoy your day at work. Great that you could pop in. And, of course, enjoy a cup of coffee there for sure. Stand with the SEC for trust building. Hi, Sir Inasaurs. Hey, Kim, good to see you. And Prana says, I got to go to bed. Good night, all. Hey, Prana, sleep well. And we know it's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning there. So we do appreciate you taking your time out. And Solix says, good night, Prana. Kim says that's some impressive professional scale dumping. Yeah, that was a wow. Some they have different reasons for DSaying out. So we wish them the best of luck. Solix says they've still got a lot in the platform now, 1.3 billion liquid and 1.7 billion stake. So there's a very big whale in the AXION ecosystem, even with the sale. Very cool. Solix says hit the tweet, retweet, and yeah, go for gold. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Everything good. Stand with the C. So Kim says, I wonder the whole simple exit dumped at a loss. No, I don't know. I think they're a pretty AXION OG. I don't know what their cost was to get in though. But to pick up, billions of AXION, you need to have probably in most cases be an OG and AXION there. So this is the way it goes. Cool. All right, what do we got there? So yeah, sub to Warp, and then wow, says Kim. Nice one. All right, so those are the key stuff there. Let's jump over to Warp. And we're going to wrap this up, of course, as we move through. So here's the dashboard. Let's have a look at what we've got here. So we're going to have a look at the overview. We've got the market price of Warp at $253.83. So we're going to jump over to Dex Tools. We're going to pick up the Warp price, the chart now. We looked at AXION already, so let's check this out. And we're going to full scale this. I see that Luxy is actually doing pretty nicely at 13 cents there, holding up pretty good. So we're going to have a look at Warp. This is Warp on the hourly. We can see that Warp's having a little bit of selling there at the moment. That was up here, up at around $336. It has capitulated a little bit with the sells down here. But that means it's a good, always a good time to buy cheaper, right? If you're buying cheaper, that's something you might want to do there. So cool. Let's jump over to the bond here. So that's the price, 253. Market cap is 1.15 million US dollars. Circulating supply is 1,500 warp. The total supply is 4,556 warp. So those are the total there. The burnt warp now is at 130. So whenever someone sells warp on SushiSwap, they get a 5% sell fee. And of course, if they stake and then unstake within, I think it's 3 hours, they get a 2% penalty. And so those are the two burn fees. A lot of the time in traditional OHM treasuries, you don't see a lot of burning deflation metrics. So it's nice to see these in the project for sure. It'll be interesting to see what the team talks about with deflationary measures coming up into the YouTube live stream within the next 36 hours. So it's definitely something worth watching on the Warp or YouTube channel. Treasury balance, 1.6 million US dollars on Treasury. That's holding up pretty well. So the Treasury itself is holding up pretty nice there. Total lock value, 380,000. So that's the amount locked in the staking pools, of course, across 3 planets, Earth, of course. And so we're going to talk about that soon. The current index for Earth is 1.39. So it's almost through another 8-hour payment period. And the backing per warp is $1,067. And of course, that's based on the circulating supply, not the total supply of warp. So you can do the math there just by taking the treasury balance, dividing it by the total supply, and you'll get the backing versus total supply. So it's something you can do. Typically, it's been running at a premium, so I don't see any reason why that's different. Total starships built is 892. Of course, the max for season 1 is 10,000, and the parts remaining 27,831. The total parts for season 1 was 30,000, excluding fuel cells. That was the key. We can see the APYs for Earth is the first planet, 588%. Proxima B is 2,134, and Medius, the lava planet, is 2,455. So 3, and now we're expecting another planet probably sooner than later. So pretty cool. That's the overview, folks. And of course, the staking here, you can stake on Earth. And let's have a look what Earth will pay you. So Earth will pay you 0.17% every 8 hours of your warp value. That's pretty good. And of course, let's have a look at Proxima B. Proxima B is 0.28%. Now, you do have to have a ship on that planet to earn the APY. So even though it's got a high APY, you have to have a ship there. You can buy them on the market, of course. That might be a really beneficial thing if you picked up one that's cheap, maybe $140, or you can go and bond some warp to get that sort of benefit. And then, of course, Medius is 0.29. So Medius is just above Proxima B, although earlier today I did see that Proxima B was actually better than Medius for a few hours at least. So interesting stuff there on that. So over 5 days, of course, you got the 5-day rate, 4.34%. So you probably, if you had a spreadsheet, if you're playing this game, you probably want to run a spreadsheet to show so that you can work yourself into a profitable position, depending on what you bought your price in as well. But you can always see it as warp, but also the US dollar value. And then, of course, you want to, everything that you buy, you've got to, cover fuel costs. If you have fuel costs, you got to cover ships. And you've got to have probably enough warp state that that percentage return that you get here every 8 hours is going to cover those costs and get you into profit. So those are some things to think about there. And obviously, having new investors come in and is also another big move generally. All right, so those are the 3 planets. You can see they look pretty neat, don't they? We've got let's have a look here. So we've had two 8-hour periods for Medius, and of course, there's 193,000 stake there. We've got 146 ships docked there. There's 3 hours until people get paid their next payment. On Proxima B, we're on one. We've had 13 8-hour periods of payments. We've got 3 hours to go on that one too, and there's 251 ships either docked or traveling there. So pretty cool. It's 121,000 stake there. So 193, 194 versus 121. And of course, the Earth has got 65,000 there. It's had 31 payments of 8 hours, 31 times 8 hours. Got 3 hours until the next payment. And of course, 495 ships either docked there or traveling to it. So pretty cool. You can actually spin the planets around, which is pretty fun. We're expecting 2 more planets to come up. That's pretty much how it's going to roll. Obviously, if you want to get bonds, you can bond yourself there, get a discount to the market price, of course. And of course, your bonds gets dripped back to you over 5 days, and you can claim it and stake it at any time in the staking page there. So that's how that works. And of course, we've gone through the hangar. The hangar here has got all the parts. You can manage your starships here. You can build starships with your parts. And you can also get fuel cells as well. So that's pretty much how it goes. This is the latest feature, of course, is the shipyard. This is a market. And you can buy and sell parts and ships. Very cool. The galactic map, of course, you can choose the planet you're going to go to. It's going to give you the details at the bottom there. Then select your starship, and away you go. You're going to travel there. And of course, maximum period of traveling is 24 hours between planets. But I understand if you're going from Earth to Medius, it takes you 2 days. So it's going to take you 48 hours, etc., and longer. So it depends where you're traveling from, I believe. Approximate B to Medius, I think, was 24 hours. If you can correct me if I'm wrong or not, but I think that is the case. So that pretty much is an overview. There's also a calculator. You can check that out too. So that's pretty much the update, folks. Let's get into any questions there. Kim says, fairly standard for me. I entered a few days back. Hey, nice, Kim. And Crypto Casino says, nice DCA price for warp. Yeah, absolutely, CC. And I do like CC's strategy about having a certain amount of warp going in so that you can get those earnings up as well. Kim says, looks like I'm doing another bite. Hey, nice one there, Kim. We've got also the poll. We're going to go the poll. Make sure you fill out the poll we've got in the chat there. And CC says, price will go up before I get home. Grrr, says CC. Yeah, nice one. I'm not sure what price you're talking about there, CC. You're talking about the warp, I guess, since we're talking about warp. That's probably where you're talking about here as well. So there's a bit of volume in here. How much volume is that? So 19,000 and 13,000 back here on these big red candles. But definitely an opportunity there for more warp. All right, so let's jump over to where was I going here? Let's have a look at the total measures. We've got $1,043,000 in liquidity on the warp, $63,000 in trading volume. That is higher than yesterday when we checked. We've got the 522,000 DAI in there, so over $500,000. Market cap's 1.155 million. We've got pool warp 2,057, and 1 ETH will get you 12.43 warp at the moment, so not too bad. So those are the headline measures there, and I thought I was going to cover one more thing. What was I covering that was going to be there? Yep, warp mate, says CC. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let us jump over here. So this is the warp website, of course. Get into the general chat. Have a chat around for sure. But the big news, of course, coming up next 36 hours, they're going to have a YouTube live show. You'll probably get lots of cool insights in there. So pretty nice. So far, we've covered AXION. Get into AXION, folks. Of course, we've covered warp. And, of course, we've covered Legion, which is the latest launch partner with the pledge and IDO going through AXION's launch pad at the moment. So cool. Lots of people in there because it is app-based. So definitely worth checking out. Slash says, you need to take a laptop to work, says Slash. You need to take a laptop to work. Right. Yeah, talking to Crypto CC. All right, let's go to the poll here. We've got 10 votes. Woohoo! 10 votes. I love it. Nice. All right, so they're going to end poll here. And let's close it out. 10 votes. That's good. So that's an improvement on the last vote that we had. I think we had 7 in the last vote. So let's see what the actual result is here. Cheers, everybody, by the way. Hope you're having a great day. And hope the opportunities meet you well. So will you be buying AXION 69%, all of above 20%, Warp 10%, Legion Pledge 0. So that's our breakdown, folks, at the moment. Very, very cool. I'm going to post that in the Discord. Let's take a snapshot of that. I'm going to do it on my other old computer, but let's see how we go. And we're going to post that in. Let us go. All right, cool. Let's take a snapshot of that. Let's go to the general chat, and we're going to post that in. We're going to say today's fun poll result. Today's fun live show poll result. Go. Nice one. Right, so there we are, folks. That is it. Let's post some little rockets on that baby. And we're going to push some love on that baby as well. And, of course, what else we're going to do? Let's see. There's just some Bitcoin divs. How about that? Nice. That's pretty cool. CC says, haha, it would be get smashed, mate, in the works van. Thought of that, though, says CC. Haha, nice one. All right, so cool. Let's jump back over there. And we're up to 50. Oh, we've got a couple of likes in there. What's that? That's Oblio's in the house. Nice. So, yeah, pretty cool on that. I love how it pulls out there. 69% AXION and all of the above 20%, Warp 10%, Legion Pledge 0% at the moment. Those are the 10 votes, so pretty nice. All right, so we're up to 50 minutes, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's live show. It was smashing. We talked about the whales drama, which gives price opportunity and makes us do the robot dance. We did that. And, of course, we've talked about new investors love picking up AXION when it's cheaper. It's definitely an awesome job. It looks like Warp's also an opportunity as well. There is for pickup. The other thing, of course, we did talk about the new AXION website, which looks amazing. Look at this, baby. This looks so good. Hats off to Pullen, the marketing director for AXION. This is outstanding. So a few more pages to do, but this is looking terrific. So hats off. Really is awesome. Okay, cool. All right, and we've also covered in depth. We've covered AXION's AXION portal, where you can do buying and staking on Accelerator, potentially win a bonus investment on the Collider, and of course get early access to some pretty cool projects, possibly up to 24. Those are really added extras. I always like to say you get AXION, you get wrapped Bitcoin dividends, and potential value upside with all these projects, early access that a lot of people are after. It really is pretty cool like that. And of course, we've talked about Warp in detail. Warp is looking pretty good, evolving. Season 1 is three quarters of the way through, and of course, ship battles coming up as well. It's going to be pretty awesome. Check out the YouTube live. Nice. All right. So Solix says when the team will announce the winner for the competition Warp. I'm not sure there, Solix, on that. CC says great as usual. Always, Superman. Take care. All got to do some work now. You get out there and enjoy your cup of coffee. Supercharged for work. That's pretty cool. All right. So thanks for watching, everybody. Definitely, Solix. Probably a question for the team. And they've got their live stream on Thursday, so you could probably ask that in the chat there, Solix. Very cool. Thanks for watching. Let's post some. Let me get in with some emojis here. Don't forget, if you're an AXION token member, definitely hit up the emojis here. We're going to put those in the chat there. Looking good. All right. Woohoo! Catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. We have been covering a lot of good stuff, and it's only going to get better and better and better. Tomorrow, I'm going to be covering the 12 big items and see how we're tracking together with that for the AXION. So don't miss that one too. All right. Bye for now. Take care.